Hey everyone, so yesterday we had G2 versus Mad Lions. Sadly Mad Lions lost. We had Orome, this is the Orome top laner from Mad Lions, and he was put on Shen duty yesterday. Yesterday, 3 out of the 4 games I played, he had to first pick his top laner, and he opted in for first picking this Shen. Now, not the first pick of all the draft, but picking before the enemy top laner, just to clarify. Now, I think this is a pretty risky idea. I think Shen is generally somebody who should be winning lane to truly utilize his ultimate to get it around the map. And this is why I'm opting in for watching this guy right now. We're watching Shen versus Gangplank. Satori is also a good top laner. He's in EL, I think, the second league in Europe. And the importance of this is to see, is it really worth for this player to pick Shen into potentially bad matchups like a Gangplank? He played a couple of other bad matchups too, so let's see what happens here. And then later in the video, we'll give our conclusions, so watch till the end. Alright, let's get into it. So, on Shen, your number one thing to do in this matchup specifically, I'm actually quite good at this one, is play around Gangplank's Q cooldown. The Q cooldown from Gangplank is 5 seconds. So, you want to be trying to either counter 5, fill time, or whatever, but you need to play around it. And then you need to use your shields for that. So, for Shen right now, he messed up twice. He got 2 Q hits from Gangplank, taking it for free, for no reason at all, while not using his Q shield. He should have gotten the blade up. That was perfect. That was beautiful. That is what we want to see more of. Block those Qs. Get into the bush. Hide. He's not in the bush. He's not hiding. He takes another hit. Another mistake. Gotta be counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Takes more damage. And this is a decent trade from the Shen, but the problem is getting a decent trade when you're already losing isn't really a decent trade anymore because, yeah, the trade is okay, but you're already behind, so you keep on losing health. He got hit again, not even using his passive shield. Again, not using his passive shield. Okay. And I mean, this is just to showcase, right? Shen is really hard to play. You gotta know the matchups perfectly. And I played countless hours of Shen, so I know this one really well. And I don't think that pro players should be first picking Shen that much, as they did. I think Orome was put in Shen duty, and I don't agree with it. Now he blocked with shield, that's okay. Now he needs to not take the Q damage for the grass proc. Oh, that was good. Nice W. I know Gangplank was hitting a minion with his Q there, but that's still beautiful. That's a good go in. Nice damage. Really good trade, actually. Now he's starting to win. I feel like Satori started being sloppy. He played a little bit bad for a little while. Made some big mistakes. Nice Q. He's picking up. So the early game, he played really bad, let's be real for a second. But he's picking up now. He's actually like, oh, I need to do these things. I was playing poorly, but he's set it up. He's doing what he needs to do now. And that's beautiful to watch, you know? I really like that a player goes into a matchup, maybe he's sloppy, maybe he's a little sleepy, maybe he needs to warm up or whatever. Or maybe he simply doesn't know, and then he's reacting and figuring out, oh, every time he does that, I should be reacting in this way. Remember, still 5 seconds. He goes in here for a trade. This is a really good trade, and I love that he walks up and takes this trade. And the reason for that is because, so when I play Shen, I normally go Ignite, right? Like all the other Shen OTPs. But he's having teleport here. That's important to note. So taking a fight here that's unfavorable, he's obviously going to lose that fight if GP fights back. But GP used his TP back to lane. Shen haven't yet. So if you can take any fight with the GP without dying, and without getting ganked by the jungle and dying, then you win out because you can still TP back to lane. So having GP lose health is important. And he's trying to do just that. Look at this. GP lost half his mana already. He lost 20% of his health. This is beautiful. If he can get one more trade and then a base in, that would be absolutely amazing. Now he got the hit from the Q. He messed up his shield there. Might always be luck that he's thinking about it. We'll see what happens. He should get one more trade, I think. That's a really bad Q again. He messed up the timing. Took another Q from Gangplank. Oof. It's not pretty, right? And that's just what you want to do. This matchup you can actually win if you play it properly in that way all the time. You just need to think about that. That was a beautiful Q. Good one. There we go. Now let's see what happens here. I mean, he should get one more trade. That's a really bad W. Mistimed it. Takes another hit from the Q from Gangplank. I think he should either go for a quick trade and run, or get the cannon and then base and TP. Now he took the cannon. I would have gone for the trade. I think trading is better. Because he needs one more trade, I think, before he TPs back. I think that would be really, really brilliant. He's actually saving his TP for a really long time. Nice W over there. I don't know if I agree with that. He takes another Q there. He doesn't respect Qs at all, actually. He just walks up all the time, eating them up. I think he could have a much better gameplay if he respected them a little bit. I think he's been waiting too long, though. And there he goes. Oh, Gangplank tries to go for the all-in. Didn't quite work. Was a little bit greedy. This was a terrible play from Satori. You gotta know your damages. But see, here's the thing. Because Shen didn't TP, or base and TP back than he could have, now Gangplank gets to push it all the way in. It is a really bad timing to base. And now Gangplank doesn't lose that much. This is actually straight up horrible. Shen can clean these minions, but the thing is, Gangplank, what Gangplank wants to do is base. You want to get a new base in. He doesn't have TP. I think he should be basing right now, actually, Gangplank. And he's wasting time. He has like 7 seconds there. Very, very bad to do. Should have based a little bit earlier. Shen can never push out anyways. Get his items and then get back up to the top lane. And this, you can see, Shen lost some minions. He lost some stuff. I think what Shen did there was bad. I think the choice played it pretty bad too. Because the choice took some damage he shouldn't be taking. He thought they didn't have abilities or barrels to protect himself. But overall, Shen is actually doing quite decent right now because of all of this. And now he's going to go for the trades. I think right now he's going to play passive because he doesn't have shield. He doesn't have anything. He needs to play passive. Once he got it, he can't play aggressive. Problem is, he's jungle his bot side, so he needs to play passive because of the jungle difference right now. Enemy jungle top side, he's jungle bot side. You can't really go in too much because Gangplank ultimate, the slows from barrels, it's really easy to get caught, right? And that's the ease of Gangplank. You can play aggressive while being at a safe distance by just sitting back and chilling. Shen can't do that. Shen have to go in. So every time Shen fights, he's in a risk position. Gangplank isn't. And you can see Satoru is just putting up that damage. Now if you look at the items quickly, the items that Orome bought are beautiful. Oh, another missed shield. Anyways, you got 2 Ruby crystals and a refillable potion. It's the right items. I agree with it completely. He keeps taking a lot of damage that he shouldn't be taking. That's another Q. Just walk back, respect it. This is something really important, dude. Just don't be lazy and be like 1, 2, 3, 4, back the fuck off. 1, 2, 3, 4, back the fuck off. You know, like, you know the timer is 5 seconds, so just respect it a little bit, you know? It's not that hard. He keeps taking so much damage, and I honestly think, beside that, he's having good trades, he's having good ideas, but then he just keeps taking the damage he shouldn't. He dies here, almost gets a kill. It was decent. Kazakh actually played really brilliant there. And now he's losing really hard. This lane is completely over at this point. There's not much he can do. He lost so many minions. Yes, he was under pressure by the jungler. Yes, there was things like that. But let's be honest for a second. You gotta know these losing matchups in details, or these very hard to play matchups in details, or you're just not going to have a good time. This was not good. I am slightly disappointed, but the thing is also, I don't think Orome plays that much Shen, right? I think he plays a lot of Camille and other things. He's a carry top laner. I want to see him more in carrying the champions. I want to see him on champions where he dominates and he can actually pull out and do stuff. And that's not Shen, you know? And especially not if you're picking Shen before the enemy gets to pick their champions. And this is why I was disappointed in the Soul Mad Lions yesterday. I think they had a bad champ select or pick and ban draft. They lost every game they played Shen. They won the game they played Camille. I mean, his Camille is amazing. But his Shen isn't bad. I don't think his Shen is terrible. I just don't think Shen is the champion to play if you're not amazing on it as the first pick. You can pick a secondary, or you can have a specific strategy around Shen. That's fine. And then you can maybe have a losing match up top. But generally when you play Shen, win your lane, and then use your ultimate. That's so important. If you can win lane, you can use your ultimate 200 times better. It's so much better to use ultimate when you push the wave in, because the enemy is not going to be able to push back for 30 seconds, around that. Which means you get 30-second time window where he can't do anything to respond to you. Now the problem is, if you pushed in, well, that's a 30-second window where he can just smack your tower, get platings, get gold, you're losing minions. It's a massive difference. Anyways, that's it for this one. I hope you guys like this review, and I will see you guys next time. Peace, boys.